Hello and a very good evening to everyone. So just to quickly recap news from today. So firstly, in the European session, we did see that the German High Court, they did reject the complaint against the ESM, the Permanent Bailout Fund, and the Fiscal Compact. So that can go ahead. EU's Juncker said that they're going to convene a meeting on the 8th of October. So hopes are now for the ESM to come into place at the beginning of October and to take over the role from the EFSF, the Temporary Bailout Fund. Now, as well as that from Europe, very recently we have seen the first exit polls from the Dutch general election, so ballots shut very recently, and from that we've seen that the Liberals have got the most number of seats, with the leader being the former PM Rutte, so European officials will be pretty pleased about that. There was some fear that Eurosceptics and anti-austerity parties could get a majority, but it looks to be pretty positive out of Holland. And apart from that, in the US, we have seen the 10-year note auction today. Wasn't all that well received, despite a high bid cover. Yields were quite high. There wasn't very much allotted at the high today, and with that we saw a bit of pressure in terms of T-notes. Now, looking ahead, main focus of this week will be the FOMC rate decision and press conference tomorrow, so we'll have the rate first, as usual, expectations going for unchanged on that, but we'll also have projections, and the main focus will be on any sort of QE, any sort of announcement of large-scale asset purchases. So it'll be interesting to see that at the same time as the rate decision, whether they'll tweak Operation Twist, just stop the sales in the short end and essentially have unsterilised bond buys and hence QE. So that'll be the main focus tomorrow, and that starts around 5 o'clock London time. And it's worth bearing in mind as well, we do have a 30-year note auction due out tomorrow, and that's at the earlier time of 4:30 London as opposed to 6 o'clock, and that's because of the FOMC decisions. But for the time being, that's enough from me. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll rejoin you tomorrow.